we have projects that really dive into what our passions are, what the Lord has called us to do, what is the message that He's placed on our lives. And so we get to explore that and find from the Lord what those things are and express them in a creative way in different creative projects. And those really stretched me in a good way. They pulled so many things out of me that I didn't know were in there.
Hi, I'm Teresa Dedman, and this is Kingdom Create Talks, where creativity and the supernatural collide. Each week, I sit down with powerful guests, artists, entrepreneurs, and kingdom influencers who are creating with God and releasing heaven solutions into every area of culture. Together, we explore how prophetic creativity breaks fear, shame, and perfectionism so that you can live fully alive in your calling. If you're ready to unlock God's creative power within you, you're in the right place. Let's partner with the Creator and transform the world together.
Well, hello and welcome, Amye Francis. Amye, we are so excited to share a little bit about your journey in our Kingdom Creative Movement, KCM, and how you have really helped to launch the music and the dance monthly community groups. And for those of you that don't know, Kingdom Creative Movement has been going on for 7 years. It's an online platform where we get to host the presence of God. We get to raise up creatives from around the world. It's all online. You can join too. And one of the things we have is we have monthly community groups where mentors lead a monthly time of really growing in that expression, and then getting into a small group where they can also practice during that time too and grow. And then they do a personal project at the end of the year in May, April, May. So Amye, you were involved with the dance and music groups, and share about what happened in those groups and a little bit about why this is such an important thing for those that are interested to find out how the membership really can help them grow in these areas. So take it away, Amye.
Yeah. Well, I want to start with the music community. Um, I, in that community, we basically taught people first how to create with God and to kind of ask the Holy Spirit to give them inspiration and downloads on what kind of song He might want them to write. So we kind of talked and activated people through that. We got to see the Lord give them scriptures and melodies and lyrics that they could put together in songs. And then over the course of the eight or so months that we had, we just taught them different things about songwriting, gave them some tools, how to write music, how to release it and publish it. And through the whole process, we just brought the Lord into it. We also had, we do usually have breakout groups. So you have like a small group that you get to share your song with and really get ideas from each other. And there's a lot of encouragement, a lot of prophetic words that go on in those groups. And so it's really fun just to have this small, close community that you can create with and actually get encouraged by. And so one of the things that I absolutely love about the music group, and this is my first time leading it, but my second time being involved in that group, was just seeing people who maybe you might call ordinary people who have never written a song before. Maybe some of them aren't even very musically gifted, but they can still receive songs and write songs. And so we saw everyone writing these amazing songs. And maybe the ones who had less skill in a certain area, a lot of them, we actually saw people from the songwriting community jump in and kind of help them put together their music. So I just love seeing that. And we ended this spring, and I think some people were talking about releasing their music I released a song from that too. That was my first release. And then the dance was a little bit similar. We had the small groups, we practiced, we talked about different techniques, but also um, the heart of dance. It's really just all about worship and being with the Lord, which all the arts are. Um, and just giving them maybe a little different, a taste of different styles of dance and techniques they could use. And then from there, um, we just uh, asked the Lord for an idea of what He wanted us to dance out. And so some people created choreography, some people did spontaneous dancing to outdoors noise, or there were people doing flagging to worship music. We just had all kinds of things. And the thing I loved about it was, again, we might see as just an ordinary person. They're not professional dancers or anything. Like really bringing in the presence of the Lord through their dancing and the joy. Like I would watch some of these people and I would be so engaged. Like I want to go dance with you and I can feel the Lord on your dancing. And it's about so much more than just performing. When you bring the Holy Spirit into it, it brings a completely different dimension and purpose, and it brings it to life. So that's what I enjoyed about these groups.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I mean, there were so many testimonies about like Chloe, who is a worship leader, and then she produced her first song, and you yourself, and I think of like Lindsay, who was with us last year, and how she did 2 or 3 songs and recorded them, and they went all over the place as far as healing. So you can release songs, or you can start to rap, or you can do any kind of creative song or expression that you want at any level, which I love. So people that are just starting out, but they have a desire, can do it. And people that have tons of experience are going to learn how to do it with the presence of God. And the dance, I think of Shantavia and how Shantavia did, I think she was involved in art, dance, and music. And she produced a song, and she produced a dance that was related to what she lost with her father's passing away. And so there were so many different things that every person got to see happen in whatever place that they wanted to grow in and do a personal project at the very end in April, May. And so I just want to like say, if you guys want, this will change your life. We have KCM Thrive Life in our membership. We also have these monthly groups that then you get to be involved in for a whole year, 9 months, 8 or 9 months. And I just want to thank you, Amy, because you have grown up people now that love to dance and to delight God, and at whatever dance experience or expression they have, and also music. What an incredible privilege. And go to our website, teresadedman.com, and check it out. It's going to change your life, the membership, and it's going to help you to thrive and grow. So thanks so much for joining.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. I have Amye Francis. Amy, where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Orlando. You go to Jesus Image, which is such a great church that we love. And we like at Bethel, we love what God's doing there, etc. It's just amazing to see what God's doing. And one of the things that Amy has been involved in is our Kingdom Creative Movement, KCM. And you were involved as a leader. You even did a 3rd year, and you helped out with the different monthly creative groups as well and other things. But share a little bit about your heart for the Leadership Academy, because a lot of people might not know about that. So the KCM Leadership Academy, you can join. You can go to teresadedman.com, check it out. And it starts in September and it goes all the way till May. And we have so many things that these leaders do. They help to lead small groups in our KCM Thrive Life every Thursday. They're with me every single Wednesday, either in the AM or the PM slot, really growing for an hour and just teaching about how can I become a leader? How can I become an influencer? What are the constraints? What are the ways that I can grow? What's my belief system? And then they're in that a small group with the same group, a small group throughout the year, and they just grow so much they never want to leave that group. And it's just amazing to see what they do with their dream personal projects at the end of the year. So share about how the Leadership Academy helped you grow, Amye, and why this could be a fit for people that are listening now.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about this quite a bit this week. Um, I think one of the things that really struck me recently was that I actually came prior to KCM. I had been in Bethel's music college program, but once I graduated, I didn't like really have a place to go after that to keep developing what I had learned as a musician, as a worship leader. And so I think one of the things that leadership actually did was it helped me, it provided a place and a structure to help me steward the things I had received in ministry school. And it kind of like mentored me along the way of just using that and stewarding that well. And so I think there was so much value in that. I think that's really what I needed to just keep moving forward and actually do something with what the Lord gave me. And I love, so we get to lead, we get to lead, so we actually get to grow as leaders and kind of have our own small groups that we learn to lead. Um, that was also another great experience. But then we have projects that really dive into what our passions are, what the Lord has called us to do, what is the message that He's placed on our lives. And so we get to explore that and find from the Lord what those things are and express them in a creative way in different creative projects. And those really stretched me in a good way. They
Yeah.
pulled so many things out of me that I didn't know were in there. Um, and like, yeah, like I'm creating an entire music album now. And one of the things I think that I really grew in especially was discovering um, something in my heart, a gift in my heart the Lord had given me or calling years ago in childhood, having to do with films and producing all kinds of artistic works and even dance, like just discovering how I could partner with the Holy Spirit in my dance. Because I think for me, one of the biggest things coming into this was that I wasn't quite sure how to partner the Holy Spirit with this secular dancing and dance company I was doing, and I learned through the process of leading groups and doing those projects how to invite the Lord into that and let Him lead everything. And so I've learned everything I do now as an artist, I can't do it without Him. It has to come from Him or I can't do it. And it comes out so much better when it comes from Him. Um, and now it's setting me up to, having gone through this whole process, it's kind of helped set me up to a place where now I feel like I have the tools I need to start building my own local community here, which I think is going to be the next step for me.
Oh, I totally agree with you. I think that that's all part of the process of what you have learned through the Leadership Academy is, okay, who am I and how can I lead? Because if you want to lead any kind of creative group, you have to know how to lead a small group. You have to know the dynamics. You have to know about how to help them to grow in constraints or emotional healing that they need. You have to be able to manage yourself and love yourself even when you fail, right, Amye? And
Mm-hmm.
get back up and to know how God is in the process of creating, which is what you have. And so our desire in the Leadership Academy is to take you for where you are in your ministry experience, whatever it is, and to help you to become all that God has. And to do that, you have to have experience. I believe that so many schools don't ever teach that. They teach about theory. Okay, when you become a teacher, when you become this, but nobody ever gets to try it out. Like, okay, how do I lead, and what are my constraints, and how do I help people that aren't that motivated? How do I help people that are insecure? All of that you will learn in the Leadership Academy and more. And I just think, like, God created us in community with the Trinity, and He wants us to continue that. So check it out on teresadedman.com. Applications and enrollments are up for our September through May enrollment, and you can join. We have informational meetings as well for that you can join too. So thanks, Amy, and let's change the world together. Well, hello, everybody. I have Amye Francis. Amye Francis, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, Amye. You have been part of our amazing Kingdom Creative Movement for 3 years, and we have our KCM Thrive Life. That is our first level. It's a 9-month program from September to May, coming up 2026 in the fall and going to May. And you have been involved in that, both in the Leadership Academy and also as you just joined that first year. And it's just been an amazing journey. But I know that people might not know the value of the KCM Thrive Life, that first level. So share about why that could be a game changer for people. Now, again, it's just 2 hours per week. It's 1 hour in a small group, and then me teaching you for half an hour. And that's on Thursdays at 9 a.m. or 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then it's just an hour of like homework, like doing a course that I'm leading to help you developmentally grow. So do you have 2 hours to transform your life and grow in your identity? Like, this could be the game changer. It's for anybody who is a member of our KCM movement, Kingdom Creative Movement. You can look at that at teresadedman.com. But Amy, share some testimonies about how it changed you.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I joined the level 1 kind of like when we had maybe 4 or so months left in the program. And so I had a lot of catching up to do, but in order to get to the leadership. But I think I remember, because we do lots. We have different modules that go over different things. Like creating to be free. I think that's one of the ones I remembered well.
Yeah, we have created to overcome, breaking off defeating mindsets. That's that first level. And the second phase is how to hear God's voice, how to hear God. So working on your relationship with God is that next phase. The third phase is create to be free, getting emotionally healed and getting set free. And then the fourth phase is create 28 sessions to unlock your creativity. How can we creatively express His heart on a daily basis? And how can that change the trajectory of our life? And then the last one is create without walls, like how to touch people out in the marketplace. So Amy went through that, and you can too. And because every one of them is a building block for what you receive next. And so, yeah, we had fun together. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And share how were there any breakthroughs that you had when you were in that first level?
Yeah, I do remember after that first level, I seemed to it's almost like in hearing in the sections about hearing God. It's like it kind of got me into this flow of using creativity to share words and encouragement with people. And so it just started coming out of me more naturally. Like it just started flowing, like, oh, get this idea, oh, I'm going to write this for my housemate or do this for my friend. And I was able to share things with people in my life that really touched them, using creativity. I I do remember a little bit like being a little more aware of the Lord's voice when he was speaking to me. And then Create 28 is one of my favorites because it has you creating every single day for 28 days, and it kind of gets you into this this rhythm of creating. And so it was just amazing seeing as I kept up with that, the little things the Lord would deposit into me and the little things he would pull out of me, as I started to create.
Oh, it's so powerful. I kept hearing this word, Amy, for those that are listening right now, that some of you this is all new to you. Like, wait a second, I'm creative? Yes. Or wait a second, you mean that those thoughts inside my head of me doubting that I'm hearing God can be resolved? And then the question of, I keep dealing with shame, like I'm not good enough. I don't know how to start. That's that first phase in our KCM Thrive Life. And so many people don't know how to really build relationships in a safe community because they've been hurt. And so that small group will really help you because they're with you every single week, encouraging you, helping you grow. So whatever constraint you have, the Lord heals you in that process, and you become able to really accomplish all that God's called you to be. But you learn to love yourself. You learn to love who God created you to be and explore that in a safe community, and to really get close to the Trinity. And then also you get in that KCM Thrive Life, you get access to these monthly creative groups, which Amy has led in dance and music. And we have art and writing, and we have things for youth as well. So there's so many things that you get when you join KCM Thrive Live. So I want you to check it out on teresadedman.com and check out what we do also with youth and with children too, because they can also be involved in KCM Thrive Live. So Amy, thank you for being my guest. I feel like there's something that is being sparked as people listen to this testimony. Some people are going, you mean it's only 2 hours per week? I have 2 hours. Oh, you mean it's in the evening so I can do that? Or it's in the morning so I can do that? Yes. And a lot of people out there might not know how investing in your identity sets you up in relationships. It sets you up in breaking off defeating mindsets that have plagued you for years, and for you to actually grow and thrive in who you've been called to be. And so this is for anybody who wants to join. Check it out on teresadedman.com. We would love to have you join us. We have a special for the summer too. It's the discount is you get to be inside this community. Check it out through the membership by paying only $10 for not just 1 month, 2 months, but for 3 months using the code KCM, just those letters, and then the word triple, and then the number 10 when you go to teresadedman.com community. So check it out. We would love to have you join. And Amy, thank you for sharing. If you could say one thing for people that are wondering if this is a fit for them, what would you say?
I'll say I was very on the fence about this when I first heard about KCM. I was just kind of like, I'm not sure, but I'll check it out. But as I kept going through it, especially with the small groups and the encouragement they offer, I just saw there was something here. And then I really wanted to try leadership, and that just like that just did it even more. So yeah, I would say just do it, just try it, and I think the Lord will show you some exciting things,
Yeah.
unlock some exciting things that you had never seen before.
Oh, yeah, totally. Woo. Well, thank you for sharing your testimony, Amy. And again, reach out to us if you have any questions. Just go to support at teresadedman.com we'll answer any questions that you have. Have an incredible day. Share this with people that need to join a creative community to work on their identity and come yourself. But bring your friends and family too. We'd love to have you. Thanks so much for joining. Remember, you're born to create. Bye, Amy. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on Kingdom Create Talks. I hope this episode awakens something fresh inside you, because what you carry is deeply valued and needed. If you're hungry for more, come join our creative community at Kingdom Creative Movement, where prophetic creatives just like you are finding their tribe, growing in boldness, and creating with God to impact every sphere of culture. You can find out more on teresadedman.com and connect with others who are bringing heaven to earth through their passion and gifts. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs it. Keep dreaming, keep creating, and always stay connected to the one who makes everything new.